Mythic Rare here to my A1 Day 1 subscribers. Welcome back. To anybody who is returning or just seeing this for the first time, welcome. Today is Whip and Chat Day, so feel free to bust out those works in progress. You do not have to diamond paint along with me. If you want to do some other type of craft, you want company while you do chores, play games, drive, whatever, and you just want to listen to me chat or rant about my life, stick around. So, kind of been going a little nuts, y'all, on the plastic. Not gonna lie. So today we are doing a diamond painting from Temu. It is the psychedelic Rick with his portal gun in the one hand, and he's all zenned out and stuff. If y'all had seen the show and the episode where Morty wants to have a pet dragon, I think that this is where it's from. Not gonna get any more into it than that because I don't want to like spoil an entire episode or a show, you know. Anywho, yeah, so it's been a minute. I couldn't do a whip and chat last week because my phone got full. I've had this phone since right after I had that crazy car accident. Oh, by the way, this new pen that you see right here that is reminiscent of Crunch Berries as a donnabass pen. I will have the video for that unbagging up shortly. And what's inside all my pen tips on this end is Enabler's Outpoust Chit. Not the S word. C like cat, H like hotel, I like India, T like tango. It's the Romanian word for putty. Oh, and you know what, y'all? Shame on me. I just like unbagged this pen. I did not load anything to the single placer. Oh Lord, I am so bad. I swear I have been caffeinated, but I like just literally pounded down the caffeine, like the coffee, right before I did the unbagging of this pen. And then like not even 15 minutes later, I'm attempting to diamond paint. So it hasn't gotten in me quite yet. I think it might actually be starting to kick in right about now, because I have been trying, y'all, for the past 3 days, almost 4, to do a whip and chat, and it's like every single time I haven't had my coffee yet, so I'm just like this stuttering, umming mess. But I feel a little bit more with it right now, so maybe it is starting to do something. And that is a sticky note that is gonna attempt to keep me on topic about what I want to talk about. It has been that bad. But, you know, sometimes you just gotta do what you gotta do, right? Like, every single day this week, just about, I haven't been able to, I've been a part of the 3 a.m. club. like literally I've gotten off of my shift and I've stayed awake until 3 a.m. because, you know, I get out like right at midnight and then everybody needs to take some time to wind down. Yeah, it's just, it's been kind of rough because I'm like trying to wake up earlier and stuff now because like right at the end of the month I get my shift changed again, but it's gonna be for the better because I'll start earlier, but then I'll get out earlier too. But yeah, like reason for the wish diamond painting is because I'm trying to save all of my license kits for all my events and some such, and I just wanted to do this one because it's a break from what I usually been working on. I guess I'll just segue on into this. Diamond painting events. Super excited for the month of June because I, you know, got Craftably stuff when they were having that Make It or Break It sale. And I got Eternal Companion and I got Starry Night partial drill from them. And yeah, we all know Diamonds and Washi going to be doing Summer with the Masters, and Starry Night qualifies for it. I believe anything before 1928. So like if it's a public domain, then it'll qualify. So yeah, like excited for that. And then I believe Craftably Craze is going on at the same time, and I think the Summer with the Masters goes June and July, but Craftably Craze only goes June. And then correct me if I am wrong, but I think Derek with Diamonds is gonna have a like whip out your whip thing coming up in July. So you can kind of see where I'm going with this, right? I'll start the Craftably Craze kit, which is going to be Eternal Companion, at the beginning of June. And then when it gets to July, if I haven't finished that quite yet, I'll stick a pin in it. I'll do my partial for Summer with the Masters, and then I'll go back to the Craftably kit and finish it. I need to write down the dates for, actually no, I have the spreadsheet, so never mind. I'll just need to like double and triple check the spreadsheet, but so far that is like the plan of attack for what I'm gonna do with all my kits. Let me know in the comments, are y'all a crazy person like me? Do you just budget for all the licensed artwork? You get it all in certain batches and like you do it for certain events, or is it just like, oh, I have some extra money this month, let's see what's available, and then you get whatever kit? Yeah, like totally. Let me know in the comments. Which, by the way, speaking of diamond painting events, I've been so much of a crazy person that I planned everything out for myself all the way up until Jingle Drills. Like, I plan on doing the Christopher Lavelle mystery kit for Drills and Chills, and then I just picked up Winter Girl from Enabler's Outpost for Jingle Drills. So it's, yeah, like, I basically have them all planned out. After all of that wackiness in the middle of summer, I don't think that I'm going to be doing anything for the month of August, except for maybe getting a start on Christmas ornaments, because what I plan on doing is making ornaments for my loved ones, and then I'm gonna put Christmas cards with them, and I'm gonna, you know, like, bubble wrap them, put them in bubble mailers, and then, like, send them off when the time comes. But, you know, like, obviously the whole manufacturing the ornaments type of thing, it's gonna take me some time. So what do I want to grab next? This one. So yeah, in case you're wondering why there's a piece of paper, it's because of the metallic washi tape, and it was just causing too much glare earlier. If I were to have my light pad actually turned on, that would just be like way too bright, and y'all wouldn't be able to see anything. So yeah, we do what we gotta do. Yeah, some other exciting things, like diamond painting things, has been the recent merger with Bella Art de Nicole and Mary's Diamonds. So if y'all have been around a while, you probably already know or heard about this stuff, but for folks who are newer to diamond painting, and like Mary Diamonds, who's they? They have a reputation that kind of precedes them. Fabulous artist, but when the product arrived to the purchaser's house, the end result was not the greatest. Like, basically, in a nutshell, things got destroyed in shipping, and enough said. The kit that Crafting with Shay got just recently, where she unboxed Ohana, like, that looked really good. The render quality on that was chef's kiss, and they've had so many anime style, like cartoony style artists, and you know, you kind of just don't get that type of work a whole lot from Diamond Art Club. I know that they're starting to get more, but it's like, yeah, it's, and other companies are starting to get that more too. Like, like Enabler's Outpost, they're starting to I've seen them have like some really, really good stuff, and Jaded Gem Shop. So many people that I want to buy from, but I just like, I need to pace myself, obviously. But no, Mary's Diamonds has been on my radar for a while, but because of the whole things that people had to say when they received their kits, it kind of made me just want to hold off, and I wasn't sure about what their quality was going to be while the merger was going on. But now that the merger has happened and I've at least seen a kit from them, I certainly want to go buy from them. But enough diamond painting stuff. Here's what's been going on with my life lately besides my phone getting full and then having to move all of my stuff from my phone over to my computer. Y'all know my issues with allergies, right? Well, we got some shenanigans. I went to the doctor that I was first assigned from one of our local health groups. Like, you know how every single state has a particular health group, like, and they're just like a big conglomerate of like these doctors funnel to these hospitals for care. It's all one computer system, so you don't have to fax over any records. Like, everybody can see them and work together as one like single care team for the patient, sort of thing. So my healthcare team over here in Oklahoma City, they gave me a person in their network, and I kind of felt a certain way about that, because in Phoenix they did it different. My doctor, she literally gave me a list, and she was like, hey, like these are the list of folks who are in our network, and then she highlighted specific ones. These are the ones where a lot of patients of mine have gone to, and they have had fantastic results with their allergies. A lot of these are pretty good, but like these ones are like your best. No, I wasn't given any choices. I was just assigned a person, told to go there, and I did. You know, I gave them a shot, and I think because my appointment was 20 or so days after I had about a COVID, the doctor didn't really want to have anything to do with me. Basically only spent like 5 minutes in the room, if that. Gave me a prescription, and then sent me on my way. The montelukast sodium that I was prescribed basically made me cough and like gag every couple of seconds after just 2 pills. So I immediately stopped that and decided to throw out my allergy test results from his office, seek out a brand new office, and get new test results with the new one. my boyfriend's mom was suggesting to me, like, hey, go to this place downtown. Like, they helped me. They're really, really good. They've been here for forever. And I'm just like, okay, but I kind of want to get something that's a little bit closer, you know? So she's just like, yeah, okay, I get it. I looked and looked everywhere on Google, and I found this one allergy clinic, and they had rave reviews. Everybody was getting really good treatment there, and I went there, and I missed one. Also, I have trouble trying to open these, so if y'all have these off of Amazon here, yeah, just do this. Anyways, I researched this place through Google and Yelp. They had really good reviews, and I went to their office and had a consultation with their doctor because of me doing call center type work from home. It took us forever and a day to get everything set up for me to do allergy shots, because like I would always miss the calls from billing and such, and then they'd have to like run my insurance again. I'd miss the call, and then they'd, you know, rinse and repeat. It basically came down to me taking PTO on one of their days that they were going to be open so that I could just make a phone call. They run billing, and then I get my green light from my insurance company to start allergy shots. And to make a long story a little bit short, I eventually started my allergy shots just after the first of the year. Everything was going good. I was going to their office in Norman, which is like the south part of Oklahoma City, for those not familiar with this area. And like I was good there for about like a month and a half to 2 months. Like, go get my shot. I would know all the local businesses and things, and I would just plan my days off around that. Then one day, I pull up to the clinic to go get my usual shot, and I see yellow signs on the windows saying that as of next week, this location was going to be closed, and they are going to transfer vials to their other locations. So I was curious. I didn't straight up ask, but what I overheard in the office was there was a maintenance issue with the building, and they had to, like, somebody was basically going to be calling maintenance, blah blah blah, and I was like, ooh, okay, you know, maybe they have excuse me, maybe they have black mold or some such, who knows. It was one of those situations where it's like, you want to know, but you kind of don't, you know? So I get my shot, and they're asking me, like, what's your next closest location? And I was telling them, send my shots to Edmond. It's a little bit further than what I drive now, but it's, you know, not too bad. So they went ahead and sent my vials over there. Their location in Edmond is the main office. And Edmond is like the north part of town. Yeah, because I live on the east side, and it's just, yeah. It was a little bit of a pain in the neck to get everything transferred, but they eventually did, and now that my shots were up in Edmond, I was just, going about my business. Last couple of months, everything had been okay. At the beginning of the month, like on the 8th, I went to go get my allergy shot, just, going about my business. I have X amount of time before I need to start work. Like, I'll just go, I'll get it. I'll get my usual thing at Starbucks. I'll come home, I'll eat, and then I'll work. They had yellow signs on the front door of the establishment saying that they were under an investigation from the DOD and DOJ for a cybersecurity incident, and please go to the south side entrance. And like, you could kind of look in and see they had caution tape and stuff on the inside, like it was sectioned off for the investigators and whatnot. And I was like, oh, okay then. I do what the sign says, and I see that they have almost like a drive-through, drive-up window, and people were just hopping out of their cars, walking up to this window, and they were getting their allergy and immunology injections done just straight up out of the window. There was a little bit of a line. They asked me the usual, like, what antihistamine did you take? How long ago did you take it? When does your EpiPen expire? Blah, blah, blah. Giving them all the info, and like, folks were just asking each other just to kind of see, like, oh, did you know this was happening? And everybody said no. This is the first I've heard about it, and I was kind of making small talk with the other patients, seeing what I could find out from them. And then, like, one person said, oh, it sounds like the FBI is involved, yada yada. Like, we're just kind of we're all just confused, and we're all just trying to gather information as best we can, right? Because we are not being told shit. Yeah. So when it came time for me to go get my injections, it had been a little bit, and I'm still kind of on a wonky trajectory with mine, because I had to stop for like a week and a half because I had the reaction to mine back at the beginning of April. And I went and had my next shot about a week and a half later. I had the one shot didn't go back that next week because no matter what I did, my allergies were just like flared and horrible, and it was a thing. And I'm just like, if I just get another shot, it's going to land me back in the hospital again. We don't want that. So I didn't even go. So this was the week like after that week. And they're just like, well, since all of our records are in there and we can't cross that threshold that law enforcement set up for us, we'll just need to start you again at the beginning of the blue vial. So I was just like, great. But, you know, it's not like I'm making any backwards progress. It's kind of just keeping me in a holding pattern. You know, airplane puns, go figure. When you work in the travel industry long enough, all the travel puns. Yeah. So they basically gave me the beginning dose of my blue vial, and it was a hot day, so I just like waited in my car and stuff for the 30 minutes, and then I got Starbucks, went on home. This is the next week. After that, I went and said, okay, like, it just took me some extra time last time because of everything that they got going on. I'll just leave a little early. We've got almost 5 hours before I have to start work. Should be plenty of time. I get there, absolutely no cars are there. But they still have the yellow sign and stuff up in the window that was before. So I was like, what on earth is going on? Like, there's normally tons of people here. And in fact, there would be more, right? So I walk over to the south side of the building, and on that window, they have a new sign, and it says, allergy shots are available Monday through Thursday only from 3:30 p.m. to 6. Rush hour. I know Oklahoma City ain't got nothing on Phoenix or LA or Houston or Chicago or New York or Orlando. But yo, rush hour? And my shift starts at 3:30. Are you flipping kidding me? I have to take PTO again in order to get my shots. Like, honestly, I wish that I could have had FMLA be intermittent after I had that allergic reaction, so that if I had to go get an allergy treatment, I could just say, yo, I'm dipping for my allergy shot, and I could just go. Hindsight 2020. But yeah, I'm just like looking at the sign, and I saw this gal come up out of her car, and she's, you know, she's trying to like ask me stuff about what's going on. And I'm just like, you know what? I haven't seen anything at all on the website. Like, when I was here to go get my shot the previous week, they said that they would email us. Like, I didn't just hear that off of, like, someone else's conversation. Like, they specifically told me, we will email you when we have some more details. But all the computer and stuff is all inaccessible at the moment. So I'm just like, okay, you know. But yeah, like 2 of our local news channels, like Channel 4 and Channel 5, have done stories on it where people have gone to this clinic and they, you know, are not getting any answers or anything about what's going on, and I can't find my scissors, so this is what we're gonna do. Yay, there we go. Yeah. So now I have off, kind of like before the holiday a little bit, and then right after the Memorial holiday, so that I can go and I can get my shot and not have to worry about, am I gonna miss work or anything because of it. And I only did that for just a couple of days coming up because I have the feeling that the script is going to get flipped on me again. The reason I say that is because when our local news broke the story, they said that there's another allergy clinic, the one that my boyfriend's mom originally told me I should go to, but I didn't listen. They're the ones who's stepping up and taking the extra patients and extending their hours to help. And I have a feeling that next time when I go to my original allergy place, that they're basically going to hand me my records, like hand me my straight up file, send the vials over to that other allergy place that stepped up, and like that's gonna be it. I feel like, you know, having seen what I've seen and having like gone through stuff like this, not only is it very upsetting because like that's my personal information, like financially but also health-wise too, and I also feel like we're not being given the whole enchilada. I feel like whether it's a product of having to undergo the investigation with the authorities, or whatever the reason may be, that like we're just not being given the facts as patients. And I feel like, you know, we're paying these professionals money, right, to treat us, to take care of us and stuff. Like, we deserve the truth. I mean, I don't want to be accusatory. I don't want to like speculate and say things that are, you know, like, I don't know. It's very hard for me to put into words, but it's like, you get that feeling when you're not being given the truth about something and your mind just kind of runs rampant, like, oh, what if this thing is going on? What if what if they're just trying to skip town, or they're trying to make off with all of our money and the wool's being pulled over our eyes? Like, I am having those types of thoughts about this whole thing with my allergy clinic. I mean, like, through one of my credit cards, I pay for identity protection and stuff. My credit score isn't the greatest, but then again, you know, I'm expecting very few people's would be after everything that's happened with COVID. I mean, it's not like in the trash, but it's not the greatest either. Mine's kind of like middle of the road. And I'm just kind of like inwardly smirking and like laughing, like, yo, if it really is hackers trying to get everybody's financial goodies, they're probably just looking at my stuff and being like, she has nothing we can take from her. Like, she literally has like cents on the dollar we could take from her, and that's about it. So I'm kind of like, yeah, I need to fix my finances, but you know what? It may be a good thing that I'm at where I'm at, because if I was probably in a good place, somebody would be trying to steal from me. But also I'm kind of questioning the whole cybersecurity incident part of this all, because when the news aired, they said that the FBI knew nothing of the cybersecurity incident, and the website doesn't say anything about what's going on, and we haven't been given any emails about what's going on either. I know they said that they would tell us once everything is finished, but for your high profile stuff, like when Target went through it a few years back, or like, for example, my community college, I don't know if this one necessarily made the news, but my community college came out and said that everybody who attended from this year to this year, and I was in the bunch, their records had been exposed in a cyber security breach, and they offered to pay for credit monitoring for 2 years, and they gave a link where we could register for it for free, and every single month they would give me an email about like my credit activity, all of that good stuff. And yeah, whenever your businesses go through that, they usually let people know through email. They usually offer credit monitoring or such like that, or they offer to pay for LifeLock for you. You know, they try to take steps to not only apologize for it, but also they try to help make it right by, you know, trying to at least get you started on identity theft protection and those types of services. Not at all with the allergy clinic that I am going to. I mean, isn't it just wrong that everybody found out by yellow signs on the doors and windows of the establishment? Like, shouldn't we all have been given phone calls or emails about this is what's going on, and here is our plans for what we're gonna do next, like most normal businesses do. To me, it almost sounds like they were trying to keep it covered up, and now that it's gotten out and it's wandered its way over to the news, they it seems like they may after the fact be trying to at bare minimum cover their bases. I don't know. I just random thoughts. I have no idea if even the news is being truthful or if the news is not and the FBI really does know, but the news is spinning it. I haven't been in the area long enough and watched our local news long enough to be able to, like, really know. And a lot of that is because so many horrible things have just happened these last couple of years to where I'm, like, weary of the news. But yeah, I kind of have the feeling that maybe I should go during not shot hours when the whole building itself is empty and either take photos or videos of it just in case we all wind up going to court and the jury is asking for evidence of what was going on. Somebody other than the local media outlets will have it. If you live in the area, you know, but yeah, it's after the struggle to just get started on allergy shots and all that, like I'm still trying to process and stuff, and this is like my 4th attempt at trying to make a whippin' chat explaining everything that's going on. Like, I just cannot get over how negligent, egregious, wrong this whole entire thing is. But yeah, if it winds up, you know, becoming a story that evolves and then, like, there's, like, it goes to court, or considering the volume that they treat, because when I was there last, it was every single office had a dedicated fridge to hold their vials, and they're all consolidated in the admin office. So it's like four huge fridges from floor to ceiling with all of these itty bitty little allergy vials, and everybody typically has, if it's just standard allergy shots, then everybody has a set of 4 vials to their name. Of course, if they also have specialty medications that they need to do alongside allergy shots, or they have to go for specialty things like Zolair, Dupixent, or like for stuff like that, it's, yeah, they're gonna have a lot more. And they're gonna have all of their supplies that go along with all of that specialty medication. I would not at all be surprised if the next time that I go, we are going to have a line around the corner of the building, out into the street, and all the way back down Memorial Road to the Route 235. Like, honestly, with how short their shot hours are, probably because like how crammed they are in that little office, and they have like all these big fridges taking up all the room. Yeah, I don't blame them for shortening their hours, but also because of whatever in the world has happened, they've had to let a lot of their employees go. So that could also be a thing too. And yeah. Like it is a train wreck happening in slow motion, I feel, and we're basically all getting front seats to watch it happen. Oh yeah, and another thing about this too, because it's all the way in Edmond, which is like the north side of town, and I'm the east side of town, and we've got the 40 that like basically splits Oklahoma City down the center horizontal ways, and then we have like Route 235 that connects up with the I-35 that goes that basically splits it down the middle the other ways. We have freeway closures, like everything from basically my part of town, like the city limits on the east side of Oklahoma City, to the I-35 juncture, like that specific section of I-40 is going to be undergoing a freeway closure. So now it's like, well, great. Getting around is going to be super duper difficult. I am so glad that they are finally making that section of freeway wider. Personally, I feel like they should have just taken a leaf out of Phoenix's book and have made the I-40 4 lanes each direction from Shawnee all the way to the new part that they just wound up finishing a little bit ago, but that is neither here nor there. Yeah, what they have to do in order to make it wider right now, kind of near the Air Force Base, is they have to remove a bridge. So yeah, that's a thing. I think they said that they're gonna straight up have it closed for like 3 days, 4 days. I don't know. It's just so many things. It is the best of times, and it is the worst of times. But yeah, that's honestly all that I have to really say about it. I will let you guys know when more stuff happens. And yeah, look forward to those unbaggings, unboxings, and stuff. And we will see you later. Bye.